Tribe, let's walk. listen, listen, I'm gonna say something real quick. Don't quit that job you hate. Don't do it. And this is for the people who are sitting here watching the video right now in jobs that they absolutely hate. And when I say hate, I mean you pull up to the job and you get there like an hour early just to decompress and prepare yourself for the day that you're about to have. You do all of this stuff just to be able to pay your bills, and you feel miserable. You feel miserable. You wake up and you get this anxiety. You get this feeling that it's just, man, I don't even want to go to this place. You have coworkers who try to sabotage you. You got management who don't understand the work that you do, but think that they do, and then try to give you tasks that make absolutely no sense. You spend the majority of your day fighting to do your job, the job that they hired you to do, the job that you have been trained to do in other places. But yet, when it comes to your current job, where you're actually at right now, it's it sucks, and you just want to leave, but you can't. You have various responsibilities. You got bills. You got student loans. You have family. You got life. And unfortunately, the way that life is set up for you right now, you just can't walk out your job and quit. This is the video for you. And I'm also giving you that message that you should not quit this job that you hate. And here's why. Quitting that job means that you have lost to that boss. And I'm not talking about the boss you work for. Think of this like a video game. Think of it like a level that you got to in a video game that you just can't beat. You done leveled up as much as you can. You done got all the items, special items. You've done everything you're supposed to do. And yet, every time you go to face that boss, you lose. If you quit that job that you hate, you will never win. Sometimes you got to stay in the fight and learn how to beat that boss. It's not always easy to just pick up and move and quit. Sometimes you got to stay there, but I'm not telling you to stay and be miserable. I'm telling you to stay and learn. After every encounter, back to the video game analogy, you learn, okay, this is the boss move. When I do this, the boss is going to do this. When I use this item, the boss is going to react, or there's a delay. And every time you lose, you are actually winning. And you're winning simply because you're learning how not to lose again. Now stick with me on this. You're learning how not to lose again. You're learning how to defeat the opponent, because every time the opponent wins, it takes a little bit more for that opponent to win. They give up a little bit more information. They reveal how they think a little bit more. And all you should be doing at this moment right now is compiling information. I'm not telling you to lose on purpose. No. You're going to go over there and you're going to do your very best. But sometimes your best isn't good enough. And if you quit the game, 'cause that's what it is, it's a game, you will never learn how to win. And learning how to win is the most important thing that you can do, because that's transferable. You can take yourself learning how to win and apply it in any situation in life. And so if you quit now, if you stop going to that job that you hate, if you quit that job that you hate without learning the lesson you're supposed to learn, you're just gonna face it in the next job. Just like if you don't learn how to beat this boss in that one game, you're gonna encounter a similar boss in another game. What you gonna do? Stop? So every time stuff gets hard, you're just gonna stop? No. See, those of you who are watching this video, those of you who are sitting in your car right now, like, I swear to God, if I have to go in here one more time, I'm gonna lose it. You're not. You're not gonna lose it. Why? Because you understand, part of you understands that you can actually do this. And that's the scary part. You say that you're gonna lose it, but that's not you. That's the side of you that's not really geared towards winning. but you are in control of that self. You are in control of that self. You are in control of everything that you do. This video is for those of you who know you can win. You can win at life. You can win at that job. Things are going to always be difficult. That's what life is about. It's about overcoming those difficulties. It's about understanding what is happening to you is actually happening for you so that you can go to the next level. And I know what I'm talking about. There's so much stuff going on right now. So you might ask, all right, if I don't quit this job that I hate, how do I get through it? I'm glad you asked. At the very beginning of the video, I talked about understanding your enemy, understanding the people that's trying to sabotage you, understanding that boss that really just wants to destroy you. You can never do anything right with that boss. That boss will always have it out for you. But every time you interact with that boss or that supervisor or that coworker who has it dead set on you not finishing this level, they give up something as well. There's an exchange. What is that exchange? What are their weaknesses? What are their tells? How do they respond in certain situations? What type of supervisor are they? If they're a micromanager, you got to learn how to deal with them. What do you do with micromanagers? You overload them, right? You overload them with information. I want 1 page. Here's 17. Yes, it's more work for you, but it's also more work for them. And so you have to get into this mindset of, I'm going to learn how to defeat the people that are trying to defeat me. Learn how to defeat the people who are trying to defeat you. And usually the people who have power, the people who have the ear of the other people around them, they usually get sloppy because they get cocky and they make mistakes. What are those tells? It's just like in boxing. Somebody, what's up, brother? Somebody is, when you're sparring with people, if you spar them enough, you learn their tells. You learn that when they step with their left and they're orthodox, they're coming with that heavy power. They may not do it all the time, but 9 times out of 10, they're doing it. And so it's important for you to learn. It's important for you to learn these tells and then capitalize on them. Use your position of weakness as a strength. But if you quit that job you hate, you quit on yourself. Now, the second thing is be looking for other jobs and other opportunities while you're dealing with the job that you hate. I'm not saying you stay there and try to make it work. It's probably not going to work out. But you're not trying to make it work out. You're trying to build yourself for the next opportunity. And that could be you going out into entrepreneurship. That could be you going out and helping somebody else, crafting something of your own, right? The opportunities are endless. But you got to go through this so that you can get to this. You see what I'm saying? You got to go through this job so you can get to the space you're supposed to be. This is building you to go to the place that you need to be at. And so take this time, study, do the things that are going to improve you. Do the things that are going to make you a better person. Do the things that are going to be transferable to another job. And here's the other thing, you may not even want another job, right? You might just want to be able to get out of this position. But what if you're not supposed to work? Like, think about that. If you've had this problem multiple places and you keep dealing with the same type of people, that might be the universe trying to tell you, like, hey, this is not what is meant for you. Meaning that you're meant for greater. You're meant to be the head, not the tail. You're meant to be the shoulders in which other people step on to get to where they need to get to in a positive way. But you'll never get there because you're too comfortable. See, quitting that job you hate and not learning how to overcome certain things is actually going to be your downfall, because where you go next, you're going to have to pull from places that you've already been. Think about it like that game analogy, right? So as soon as you beat one boss, that boss usually drops something that is productive for you. And that power up, that equipment, whatever you get, right? That orb of whatever is going to be very useful in the next boss fight. But if you don't get that item and you skip this boss, and go to the next one and you weren't ready, it's not going to look good for you. And it's not going to be good for you. And so the things that you're trying to do, are necessary. And the things that you're going through are necessary so you can get to the place you're supposed to get to. And tribe, that's really what it is. That's really the things that are super important for you to learn, is how to overcome these different adversities. Because life is ebbs and flows. Life gets harder, but you also get stronger. But if you quit that job you hate, you'll actually never know how strong you could have been. So you already know what to do. Tribe, on these walks, we're going to talk, and we're going to have real talk. And we're going to talk about things that are uncomfortable, things that can be personal, because as we're walking, we get better. As we're walking, we get stronger. And rain or shine, we're going to be out here. So to you, thank you for taking the time to watch this. Let's go get it. There's a lot of stuff to be out here and be upset about right now. Let's find something to be happy about. And let's be grateful for that. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. But there's a lot of people out here looking for help, looking for camaraderie, looking for a place to be, to belong. This channel is the place that I want you to belong at. This is the channel that I want you to belong at. You belong here. So let's belong together. Until next time, you already know what to do. Stay motivated.